welcome back. So today I'm on my twin motor Mojave. Went out and ran it, slapped it together, ran 61 miles an hour, quarter trigger, plenty of power, but it was wheeling really bad. Ooh. So I didn't have another wheelie bar, so I copied the base and went ahead and just built a plate. I don't have wheels for it, at least wheels that are big enough. I do have the 4S, 3S line wheels that I was going to bolt to the bottom of it, but I don't know. I think I'm going to run it with just the bar without any wheels and see how that does, see if that stops it from flipping over. Just a piece of scrap aluminum I had laying around. But my biggest thing is it's way too soft compared to how you see how stiff this is, and this thing is just super soft in the rear. So I'm going to look around, see if I have some thicker springs to throw in the rear of it, because that's what it needs. I need to change the spring rate all the way around. I don't know if I have any more springs that are stiffer. I think all the springs I have, see, those are limitless. Those are limitless. These are the, well, that was the stock. These are the stock Mojave springs that I replaced out. So I'll have to take a look around, see if I have any more. If not, I'll order up some more Creighton 6S springs, because those seem to work really good on the Mojave. So the twin motor one, I want to try to build some side plates. I have some Scorched side plates here that I'm going to try to cut and put on this. I didn't use these when I did the fender wells on my Infraction V2 because I had aluminum ones. So I had these left over. So I'm going to go ahead and try to adapt these to this. I'm sure I'm going to have to cut it out, but I'm hoping by doing it this way, I'll be able to keep out some of the garbage. So I'm going to try to give that a shot today. I already built the wheelie bar. I'll show you guys that. So all I did was cut a strip of aluminum straight as I could. Ran it to a point. I basically traced out the other one. This one had a bunch of holes in it. Had to cut out the center for the diff bump and then bolted it flat. Of course, I had to trim that bumper piece off, so I had to do that, and went ahead and bolted it to the bottom with longer stainless steel screws, hoping that'll be enough, and it should be. I'm going to take a look at, you know, everything from the crash and make sure everything's okay. I am waiting on some more Traxxas wheels that I've ordered, so that I could build up some more Cletus wheels. You can see all the dirt on the table, and my plate is a little twisted because my batteries literally slid under. Should check to make sure these bolts are tight. Yeah, they loosened up a little bit. There we go. So not bad for slapping something together. I do have to blow it out, clean it out. I'm going to get the batteries out of here. I do have the shocks cranked all the way up, and it's still mushy in the rear. Looks like this wheel got kicked out a little bit. So I'm going to crank that in. That's good. Yeah, this one's cambered in a little bit. So I'll get that done. But I want to get these sides put on. Right now, I'm trying to keep some of the dirt out of the inside. And when I ran it, I didn't have the fans hooked up because I was just doing a couple of quick little pulls. I think I might even have longer screws for this. Yeah, that's the one right there. Go. Gonna have to trim out for these tires. As you see, they hit. So I'll probably do a diagonal like this. Remember, you gotta leave some room to grow as well. This front one. Give it that turning radius. So Scorched makes a lot of cool parts, including drive shafts, as you guys know. But here in the States, it's hard to get a hold of some of this stuff. People were telling me Highland Hobby Nuts, or Island Hobby Nuts, whatever it's called. They sell Scorched parts. But as you see the trouble I had getting the fenders, I had a big issue where the package was taken, and contacted Scorched to let them know that, hey, the package came up missing. It says it's delivered, but it's not. I've contacted your shipping provider, like you're supposed to do, and can you please, you know, report the package missing because it wasn't delivered. It came back. I want to say it was FedEx or UPS. Came back saying that it made it past customs, all that stuff, but they delivered it, and literally it wasn't delivered. If you guys know, the delivery company, I can't remember, UPS or FedEx, but I made a video on it. Scorched did report it missing, but they weren't really willing to help. So I had to do everything on my own. So I contacted them. I put in things saying, hey, my package is missing. It wasn't delivered to me. I was sitting home, standing at the front door, literally when my phone beeped, said, hey, your package is delivered, because I had been following it all day, and I've had packages come up missing. Nobody walked to the door. They didn't have a photo of it, that kind of stuff. I waited over a month, and, you know, sent Scorched an email, and he apologized, saying there wasn't anything he could do. He shipped it out, which, you know, at least he reported it missing. But then all of a sudden at my garage door, my neighbor's camera picked it up that a white delivery van dropped off an open package at my door. At not my front door, my garage door where my car's kept. When I opened the garage door, a package fell over. Of course, it was ripped open, and the scissors were missing. All the hardware was missing, and I think that was it. Whatever comes in the instruction bag, all that was missing. All it was the 2 plastic fender wells. So somebody had opened it, realized that it's just a bunch of junk, not worth anything, and because I reported it missing, the delivery driver, who was getting blamed for not delivering this thing, finally delivered it to my garage, hoping that it would go away. So I then contacted Scorched, told Scorched about it. He did send out the scissors and the hardware to me. Didn't charge me for that stuff, but I sent him photos of the package. I sent photos to, I can't remember if it was UPS or FedEx, whatever delivery company he chose, that the package literally was taken. It was stolen and then returned to me after I filed my claim. To me, it's $100 part. To everybody else, you know, the stuff is worthless. But let's get the other side built. I'm going to throw this stuff away. We'll be right back. All right, so got the other side bolted on. Now we're going to give it a trim. I'm going to have to cut these edges. So I want concaved. Well, I should probably wait to put that on, because I should trim this edge. Well, I don't know if I really want to trim that edge. Straighten it out a little bit. Kind of gives it some rigidity, this thick shoulder. That's good enough. Maybe the body will push down on it. I'm also thinking about adding a couple of side pins, maybe here and here, so the body can clip to it rather than running the Velcro. Really thick here. Oh, need more. Should do good. I think when the tire grows, it still might hit, but we are going to be running the Cletus wheels. But I do want to get it on some flat ground, so I'll bring some scissors out on the next run and see if it starts hitting this side. So now all I gotta do is work on the spring issue. Let's see how the body fits now. Yeah, we're gonna have to trim up the side and probably lower down the body a little bit in the back. And probably trim up the side here on both sides. Trim this up a little bit because the Limitless chassis is a little shorter. It's not the chassis shorter, it's where they mounted the diffs are a little shorter, and that's why it wheelies so easy. But I remember I did put the Limitless springs on, or the Limitless shocks on the first version of the Mojave, and they were way too short. It was rubbing on the ground everywhere. So I'm probably going to go up to the local hobby shop and see if they have some Creighton springs. I'll probably call. If not, I'll get them ordered through the internet and get those things coming here ASAP so we can get this thing out and running. But I do want to take it out running tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and trim up what's hanging out of these side skirts. And I don't know if I want to lower the body down in the back. I guess I can. I try to keep that rake because these tires are growing. So I'll probably get that stuff done off camera. Just wanted to keep everybody up to date on what I'm doing with the twin motor build. And we're waiting for tires, the Cletus wheels. So I'm going to go ahead, do some more cutting on this thing, get these side skirts to stop throwing junk on the inside, or at least not as much junk, and keep some of that air from going in here. See if I can stop this thing from wheeling with the windshield and these side things. I think that's going to help a lot, rather than like I did on the other one, adding a ton of weight to the front of it. But if I have to add weight, I'll add weight. I'm just trying to do two different setups. I don't want to make them identical. I am going to take what I learned off the first build, put it into this build, but if I can make adjustments on two different vehicles, it's just going to speed up the process of getting to that 100 miles an hour stable. I don't want to do a bonsai run to 100 miles an hour, kind of like the snowboard did. He pulled the body off, did a bonsai run, and squeaked into the hundreds, but didn't back up the run. I want to be able to run in the 100 mile an hour every time I take this thing out. So that's my goal. So, but to each his own. I'm going to continue working on this thing. Figured I'd kick on the camera, show you guys what I'm doing. I am going to put a GoPro mount on the top of this because it seems you guys like that footage. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this. I don't know if I'll put one facing backwards or not, but I think the frontward angles are pretty good. What's going on with the RC. And then you can listen to all the noises it's making. If you heard this one run versus the way the other one sounds, this one with the gearing and the way it's set up is way smoother than the offset motor on that with the drive shafts kicked off to the side. When you can get the drive shaft straight in line and then running that Flowpack's Pinocchio spool to shorten up those drive shafts so they're not wobbling so bad, it really makes for a smooth sounding run. So you can tell how much smoother this one is versus that one. But there we go. I have to squeeze the body short onto these mounts because of and I usually put in a couple body clips because that way the mounts get a memory. And that's, like I said, because of where the differentials are mounted, they're just a little closer than the Mojave. So the diff wheelbase on this, because it's an infraction chassis, is a little shorter on where they mounted the differentials. God, that body clip is just bent. But there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the wheelie bar I made. Is that going to work? Because remember, this is going to squat, and you see that hits the ground. And without wheels on it, it should just drag along the grass. What I worry about is the dips. Is it going to slow down the RC by dragging? Do I really need wheels on it? We'll find out. But there we go. Comment about that in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. I do read them. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Yeah.